darkness. You know who go the hardest. I roll out the red carpet. The 90s song and it belongs to us. The time has come, now raise them up. When we hit the streets, it's a main event. Like we landed on the moon, nothing been the same since. Now let the limelight shine bright. We're in our prime, at the time of our life. We own the night. Hear us screaming louder. Can you see the fire in our eyes? Come on. We own the night. Walk among the giants in a den of lions. It's our time. That's right. We own the night. Whoa, whoa. We own the night. Whoa, whoa. We own the night. Looking to the fullest like who got your bullets on racing, car chasing, amazing. We everywhere, doing everything. Don't blink, you don't want to miss a thing. Let's go. Living to the fullest like who got your bullets on racing, car chasing, amazing. We everywhere, doing everything. Don't blink, you don't want to miss a thing. Hear us screaming louder. Can you see the fire in our eyes? We own the night. Walk among the giants in a den of lions. It's our time. Come on. We own the night. We own the night. That's right. We own the night. We own the night. We own the night. The darkness, you know who go the hardest. I roll out the red carpet, the 90s song and it belongs to us. The time has come, now raise them up. When we hit the streets, it's break us down. Cause I can turn and run, but there's more that I can do. Now this is war, now this is war. Cause as long as we still.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Impact Zone. Tonight, Impact Wrestling Live on the Nation Network. What a main event we're looking forward to tonight.
Well, no doubt about it, because tonight in our main event, we are going to be taking a look at the one and the only EC3.
Impact in 3, 2, 1.
The darkness, you know who go the hardest. I roll out the red carpet, the 90s song and it belongs to us. We own the night. We own the night. Come on, the night. We own the night. We own the night. That's right. Are you ready? Illuminate the darkness. You know who go the hardest. I roll out the red.
All right, wrestling fans, we are ready to kick things off. And that is Matt Cardona coming down to the ring. And
Well, he definitely appears that he's got something on his mind.
it's a different look for Matt Cardona than we've been used to. It's a man who has been writing his own story for many months, not just here in Impact, but around the wrestling world.
He seems to be very deep in thought right now.
All right, listen. I got something I want to get off my chest. You know, for a long time now, I've been coming here into the Impact Zone, and I've been telling everybody just how real things have gotten. Since I found myself on the free market, I have risen to the top in every promotion I've ever been to. One thing I haven't done is focused on tag team gold.
Well, this is about to get even more interesting right now.
That's Brian Myers. These two men, former friends, have been bitter enemies here in Impact Wrestling for a number of months.
It's going to be very interesting to see when these two guys step in the ring again. Myers seems to have, I don't know, he seems like he's telling him, just hold on a minute. We're going to find out what's going on right now.
Look, you and I, we've been on both sides of the fence in professional wrestling. We've been the best of friends, and we've been bitter enemies. But I think you and I can agree on one thing. We are better as a unit. Together, there's nothing we can't do. Bro, I was just about to come out here and tell everybody that tag team gold is something that I hold in high regard right now. Something that I want to accomplish starting here at Impact. And I can't think of a better person to have as a tag team partner than you. You're right. We've been on both sides. It's more than just that. Yeah, we've been on both sides. We've been head to head. We've been side by side. But our highest heights have always been when I've had your back and you've had mine, and everybody else goes down. I say it is time to bury old debt and start over. Bro, I couldn't agree more. You willing to let bygones be bygones? Well, damn it, so am I. So I say this. I say we let the world know and put everybody on notice that the Impact players are here, and we are here to take numbers. I couldn't agree with you more. When I look around the tag team scene, not just at Impact, but around the world of professional wrestling, I realize we can't be stopped. There isn't a tag team out there that can keep us down. We are destined for greatness. And together we will reach it.
Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, a statement being made right here on Impact to kick things off.
Well, it's time. It's time. It's nation time. For over 17 years, we have brought you some of the most original content anywhere. And now is your chance to join the nation. Exclusively here on YouTube. Click that subscribe button right now. Make sure you hit the like button when you're watching the videos and hit that bell notification so you know when we go live. Make sure you follow us on Twitter as well. We are One Nation.
the hardest. I roll out the red carpet. The 90s song and it belongs.
All right, fans, we are back here in the Impact Zone, ready to kick things off with in-ring action, featuring the women's champion.
Well, one thing we know when it comes to Impact in the women's division, some of the absolute best of all time. Oh, hold on just a moment.
Well, it looks like the women's champion is not going to waste any time. Tessa Blanchard attacking Lady Frost from behind, right here on the ramp.
Well, you're looking at one of the women, as much talent as she has, one of the worst reputations in the business.
Nobody's going to argue with that. Tessa Blanchard not worried about making friends around here. That's one thing she has proven time and time again. These two ladies going at one another. Lady Frost still hasn't taken off her entrance gear as they continue to battle right here on the ramp.
Well, they don't call it the Impact Zone for nothing.
Tessa's got her up on her shoulders now. Press overhead and face first. That is the most unforgiving surface we have in the building. Irish whips her all the way towards the ring, and now Tessa Blanchard is in the ring. And perhaps we're going to actually have a match here.
Well, it's official now. The referee has called for the bell.
This crowd not exactly happy with the antics of Tessa Blanchard. And while the championship is not on the line tonight, when you are the Knockouts champion, you always know that every time you step in the ring, your opponent is looking to make a name at your expense, and that is exactly what I think is going to happen here.
Well, Lady Frost has been doing very well for herself inside the squared circle, especially here on Impact in recent weeks, and I think Tessa Blanchard is probably taking close note.
Again, titles might not be on the line, but a challenger she still is. We want to welcome everybody joining us here live on the Nation Network. D-Train in the house. PFW, Roger Pace, and Timothy Bringinger. Thank you so much for being here. Driving her down across the steel guardrail, and that's going to leave a mark.
You see Tessa Blanchard actually mocking her afterwards.
Again, sportsmanship is nothing that has ever been accused of Tessa Blanchard. Referee's count continues to ring. He's up to 8 right now as both of these ladies going at it here ringside, now up to 9. And they will both just barely beat the count back in the ring. And Lady Frost, Irish whip to the ropes, back out front, went for the clothesline, nobody there. Oh, the cutter!
She rang her bell with that one. The question is, will she be able to kick out of it?
She will not! Tessa Blanchard stacked the deck early on.
Well, she attacked her on the ramp long before the match officially began, got the advantage, and then rode the horse all the way to the finish line.
Here is your winner, the Diamond.
Damage done, and then it was the Knockouts champion who took advantage. Plenty more action still to come. We've got a main event you won't want to miss. Ladies and gentlemen, stick with us. This is Impact.
Nation Network. What's going on? Hey, it's CBV, Chris Van Vliet, and you guys are crushing it. I want to send you a big congratulations on the 2,000 subscribers. 2K22 is unbelievable, and I love that everybody's kind of jumping on board here and realizing how great the content that you're putting out is. So for the community, a big thank you for being part of the Nation Network, and you guys are just getting started. Woo! Keep it going.
From the channel that has brought you some of the most memorable fan-fed moments over the last 17 years, the Nation Network now gives you the opportunity to show your support for the nation. Choose one of the 3 following designs as your favorite. Post it in the comments below, and that may very well be the first shirt rolled out to support the Nation Network. Here's your opportunity to get behind the Nation. Join the Nation Network.
All right, fans, we've got a tag team match that was just booked moments ago. We've got Heath and Rhino coming together.
On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 511 pounds, Heath Slater and Rhino.
Well, these 2 gentlemen have been tag team partners for quite some time, and they are getting ready to go up against a team that has also known each other for quite some time. But as they mentioned earlier tonight, they've been on both sides of the fence. I'm going to be very interested to see just how both of these teams do tonight. You got to think that a win here for either of these teams is going to do a lot for them in the overall standings as we look at the Impact Tag Team Championship title picture.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 447 pounds, Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins.
Cardoza and Myers coming down to the ring. These guys have been battling it out here at Impact for a number of months, but now they are back on the same page, and they've got a long history as partners.
Well, they've been tag team champions before, and they believe they're ready to take it again. And when you look at the renewed strength, I'm trying to say the words, renewed strength of both of these individuals in recent months. Sometimes when you turn a page, you find a new story and a new chapter, and that's exactly what these 2 gentlemen have turned.
Bell sounds, action's underway, and here we go. Locking up in the middle of the ring. Heath with Matt Cardona goes behind now and trying to, and he does, takes him down, and onto the mat we go to a side headlock. Wrenching in deep there and trying his luck, and look at this, Matt getting back up to a standing position and now applying the side headlock, go to a top wrist lock.
A little early on in the match, we're seeing some tremendous wrestling action. Back heel trip takes him down.
Fans don't seem to be too happy about Cardona at the moment. While he has been a fan favorite in the past, he's been taking some very questionable tactics to get some wins under his belt, and I don't think the fans are necessarily in favor of them.
Well, one thing that he has done since turning the page, since opening the new chapter in the Matt Cardona story, he's not really concerned so much about what the fans think anymore, and he'll tell you right up front, that's one of the reasons he's had the success that he has.
Well, I don't know that it's about worrying about so much about what the fans accept or not. At the end of the night, you got to live with yourself.
Yeah, I've got a funny feeling he's got no problem with that.
Man Beast Rhino in there now, just picks him up and hurls him with an overhead suplex. Nicely done. Former ECW World Heavyweight Champion, former Impact Champion, driving that shoulder right into the midsection. And Cardona in a lot of trouble. Cardona from a seated position with a big right hand right to the midsection, and that stops the big man. Oh, radio silence, that could be it right there.
He just connected with that one, but has to pull him away from the ropes. Goes for the cover, might have bought him a few extra seconds to recover.
And he's out. Rhino is still in this match. Smart move right there, cutting the ring in half, brings him over to the corner and makes the tag. Brian Myers now the legal man in the ring. And it is Rhino with a big clothesline, sending him back into his own corner.
Myers tried to match force with force. That didn't work out very well. Now the double team coming.
Double back elbows, nicely done, and Heath, the legal man in the ring. Irish whip is reversed over the top rope. To the apron goes Heath. And now Myers comes over, makes the tag, and Matt Cardona, once again, the legal man in the ring. Flying forearm.
Cardona once again leading the way.
He's got him. That dragon sleeper hold, he's got it high up on the forehead. It should be underneath the chin.
He has a different way of applying it, but it's very effective nonetheless because you're putting a lot of torque on the 5, 6, and 7 vertebrae. They are moving in directions they aren't meant to move.
Right now, Heath on the receiving end of a lot of punishment. Referee checking on him to see if he's okay. I don't know if Cardona's deciding what he wants to do or just waiting for Heath to get back up, and he makes the tag in the meantime. Oh, look at this, Heath slapping away the attack. Now with a snap mare, takes Myers over. And one of the keys to tag team wrestling is cutting the ring in half. They're doing a tremendous job of that right now.
Well, both teams have shown some tremendous poise and tag team continuity. The question is, can they maintain it? And really, I think this match is going to come down to which one makes the big mistake first.
No doubt about it. Fans, we want to thank you once again for joining us here live in the Nation Network. This is Impact Wrestling. Shoulder first into the corner. Make sure you drop a like below. Let us know that you were here. We welcome Philly live to the show. Tag is made, and now entering the ring once again, Matt Cardona going to work, targeting the leg, and that's a smart move right there, going after the leg on Rhino.
Rhino has the size and power advantage. However, if they can make him a one-legged warrior, that'll take all of that advantage and throw it right out the door.
Well, we mentioned earlier, Cardona has not really cared about the opinion of the fans. What a move right there here ringside. Super kick right to the jaw. And it is Rhino now coming back with a devastating clothesline. Snap suplex takes him over, and Cardona watching as his partner is being brutalized on the floor. Smart move there, though. He timed it perfectly and managed to swipe away the drop kick by the near 300-pounder.
Head first, though, into the apron, and right now this is where Rhino has to capitalize. He has to take advantage of that size and strength advantage that he does have.
Irish whip. Myers into the corner. Oh, he caught him with a DDT.
He was going for the gore in the corner and paid the ultimate price. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Cardona now the legal man in. Rhino's in a whole lot of trouble. Has him tied up on the ropes. What's Matt going to do now? Throws him out to the floor. And Cardona, what's he going to do? Hits the ropes, comes back out. Drop kick through the ropes. And now ramming Rhino into the apron. From behind, clubbing forearm, finding its mark. Has him up. Rhino walking him around ringside and dropping him across the guardrail.
There is absolutely no forgiveness in a steel guardrail, I'll tell you that much right now. When flesh meets steel, somebody's going to win, but it's always the steel.
Head first into the apron, and Rhino is down. Referee's count continues. They're going to beat it back in now. Rhino looking to make a desperation tag, but he's cut off, at least momentarily. Looking down on Cardona, and now brings him back to his feet. There was words exchanged there. I couldn't hear what he said. Belly to belly. Turned him inside out with that one. And Cardona able to kick out. He's still in the fight. Oh, look at this. Rhino gearing up.
If he hits with this one, it's over.
The gore. Deep in his own corner. All he's got to do is go for the cover.
He's wasting valuable time right here.
Referee going for the count. Save is made. Rhino gets the win. Not the debut that Matt Cardona was hoping for.
Tremendous victory right here for this team.
Indeed, a tremendous win indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Heath and Rhino victorious here on Impact. I want to see these two teams doing it again.
I've got a funny feeling we will see just that. We haven't heard the last of this new team of Matt Cardona and Brian Myers.
For over 15 years, the Nation Network has brought you the greatest wrestling action anywhere. The best of the past, the present, and the future. And now, with 2K22, we take the next step together as a nation. Oh, yeah! What you gonna do, man, when the Nation Network runs wild on you?
All right, fans, we are back. It is time for X Division action here on Impact.
Well, there wouldn't be Impact Wrestling if we weren't featuring the X Division.
Making his way to the ring from parts unknown, weighing in at 175 pounds, Isaiah.
Suicide, one of the founding members of the X Division, where we remind everyone this is not about weight limits, it's about no limits.
Suicide, one of the most high-risk wrestlers that you will find anywhere in any wrestling organization. The man who defies gravity.
When you want to talk about founding members of Impact Wrestling, don't look any further than this man, Eric Young. Indeed, one of those that this company was built on.
And his opponent from Nashville, Tennessee, weighing in at 232 pounds, Eric Young.
Eric Young, a former member of Team Canada, going way back in time here with Impact Wrestling. Former X Division champion and would like to get that title back.
No doubt about it, Eric Young always on the hunt for the gold. The leader of VBD, Violence by Design, coming in here on one of the rare occasions where he's solo.
Well, tonight he's made it clear he's going to take care of business by himself. Something we know from history he is more than capable of doing.
Once again, fans, we encourage you to click that like button down below. Let us know that you're here. EY looking over this crowd. Knows he's going to have a fight on tonight. No two ways about it. These two guys are going to leave it all in the ring. Bell sounds and here we go.
Interesting way to start the match. Suicide with that head scissor takedown on Eric Young. Eric Young might have a slight advantage in size and strength, however. The quickness will definitely be going to Suicide in this match.
Also going to give what I perceive to be an experience advantage to Eric Young, since we don't really know the man behind the mask. It's hard to say. And now EY tied up against the ropes. It is Suicide going to town. Has the leg and does that DDT fallback. Puts a lot of torque on the knee.
Wrestling a very smart match early on here tonight. Working the joints from top to bottom. Eric Young will know tomorrow, win, lose, or draw. He will know that he was in a fight here tonight.
Several different wear down points. Smart strategy right there by Suicide with a drop kick to the back. Comes up with a spinning back kick right to the face. He might be out. Referee's in position, but EY is not done yet. Once again, we welcome everyone joining us here live on the Nation Network. Shout out to Ecstatic Enigma. EY has him up in the air, going for the power bomb. Oh my God, into the turnbuckle.
He threw him halfway across the ring and he caught that turnbuckle awkwardly.
How much damage did that just do to Suicide? That could have been considered murder one.
Eric Young very dangerous with that particular maneuver. Somehow Suicide still exists. Easily could have been the end of the match.
Putting the big boot right to the head of Eric Young, and now Suicide perhaps looking for a receipt. EY with a shot to the middle, and now again attacking the neck. Hammering away on the head of Suicide. Well, they call them violence by design for a reason. And Eric Young showing all of that violence right here tonight. Has him up though. Oh, what a move by Suicide. Talk about the great equalizer. That might have been it right there. Goes for the cover. Hooks the leg. And Eric Young is in trouble. There's two, and he doesn't quite get three. Sizing things up right now, and Suicide waits for the moment. Up in the air, he's got him. Eric Young from behind. Over the top rope, onto the apron. Now Suicide with a big right hand, but look at Eric Young. Fights his way back into the ring. Couldn't hold him.
Reverse DDT just dropped Eric Young on the back of his head.
Suicide now going to work on the right arm and the shoulder. There is a price to be paid, and Eric Young perhaps is going to be paying it now. The damage has been done in both of these men. We told you that these guys were going to let it all hang out. They have done just that here tonight. Eric Young with another big right hand, and down he goes. Has him up into the wheelbarrow neckbreaker. Cover, hooks the leg in the middle of the ring. There are no ropes to make the save here, but he gets his shoulder up.
Both of these men have really brought their A game here tonight. And they are both going to be feeling the effects of this match in the morning.
They'll be feeling a lot sooner than that. Belly to belly suplex, nicely done. Shades of Magnum TA right there with that one. Eric Young looked like he was getting clothesline all the way to the floor he goes.
He landed very awkwardly on that. His back caught the edge of the ring apron, which is a very tough place. That corner will drive itself right into the muscles of the lower back and can all but debilitate a man. Suicide now calling him, wants him on his feet from the apron, springboards into action, and he missed. I'm not sure that Eric Young didn't set him up for that one from the beginning. Big right hand, and Suicide crashes down to the hard floor below. This is Impact Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, at its finest. Series of kicks now. And EY going after that leg. Head first into that same corner. One of the least forgiving locations on a wrestling ring is that corner of the apron. Head scissor on the floor takes EY down. A lot of torque on the neck with that one. Back into the ring, both men go. Suicide now waiting. Sizes him up. Has him right where he wants him. Turns him in. Oh, this could be it. Face first. And Suicide thinks he's got him dogged. Goes for the cover and hooks the leg. Is Eric Young going to be able to kick out of this one? No! And a huge win for Suicide. Holy cow, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at some of this action. Well, it came down to we knew one of the mistakes that was going to be made as both of these men went back and forth tonight. And the mistake was made by Eric Young at the end of the day. The one that he had to pay the price for, costing him a big victory here tonight. Well, I'll tell you this right now. If I were Suicide, I'd be watching over my shoulder for certain. Because one thing we know about Eric Young and BBD, they don't take moments like this lightly. I think you're suggesting that he may have just become a marked man. I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just saying I would keep both eyes open and get someone to watch the ones in your back. There is the final moments of this match. They call it Impact for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness, what a match here on Impact. We're going to be back with plenty more action. Stay with us.
Well, it's time. It's time. It's Nation time. For over 17 years, we have brought you some of the most original content anywhere. And now is your chance to join the Nation. Exclusively here on YouTube. Click that subscribe button right now. Make sure you hit the like button when you're watching the videos and hit that bell notification so you know when we go live. Make sure you follow us on Twitter as well. We are One Nation.
The darkness, you know who go the hardest. I roll out the red carpet, the 90s song and it belongs to us. Yeah. The time has come, now raise them up. When we hit the streets, it's a main event like we landed on the moon. Nothing been the same since. Now let the limelight shine bright. We're in our prime, at the time of our life. We on the night, yeah. Hear us screaming loud. Can you see the fire in our eyes? Come on. We on the night, walk among the giants in a tent of lions. It's our time. That's right. We on the night. Whoa, whoa. We on the night.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, time for some more tag team action here in the Impact Zone.
Introducing Chaplin, Minnesota, weighing in at 228 pounds, the Ring of Honor Television Champion, the Axe, Joe Hennig.
The Axe Joe Hennig has recently acquired the Ring of Honor Television Championship and is here with it tonight.
Well, he's always said that he was the deserving future in professional wrestling. He has had a lot of success since joining us here in Impact and now has expanded his borders to include the Ring of Honor.
However, tonight will be a tag team match, and he'll be joining forces with another force of nature here in the Impact Zone, the one, the only Moose.
That's right, they're going to be going up against Beer Money, one of the longest tenured tag teams here in all of Impact.
Since reforming and rejoining forces, Bobby Roode and the Cowboy James Storm have been at the top of their game. Once again, welcome all of you joining us here live on the Nation Network. Shout out to Blazed Radio. Timothy bringing it. Oh, we saw you earlier. Centron is in the house as well as PFW. Welcome one, welcome all here to the Nation.
As we continue to wait for that main event later tonight featuring EC3.
And here he comes. He is the Impact World Champion.
Georgia, weighing in at 290 pounds, the Impact Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion, Morse.
As we take a look at the Impact World Champion, Moose, the multi-sport superstar standout athlete that he is.
Well, he took his NFL career, parlayed that into a very successful career in the world of professional wrestling, highly sought after. This is a man that many might not know turned down a very lucrative offer from the WWE recently just to stay here and represent Impact because he feels this is where the top stars are.
Not only that, but he is one of, if not the number one of all the Impact stars right now. He is on top of the world, and that is the reason why. There are many who have challenged him. None have managed to take that gold away. Tonight we have two champions known for singles competition coming together to form a tag team against another team that has been known for their tag team championships.
Some people are just tremendous as tag team partners, others better suited as singles competition. The question is, can these two single champions come together as a tag team? We're going to find that out in just a few more moments.
This easily could have been the main event. And I would expect both of these men to do nothing short of try to steal the show here tonight. Will they do it? Time will tell, but we're about to find out. And now here come their opponents.
And their opponent, at a combined weight of 465 pounds, Bobby Roode and Cowboy James Storm.
Beer Money making their way down towards the ring. The Cowboy, James Storm, the glorious one, Bobby Roode. Both men former Impact World Heavyweight Champions in their own right, former tag team champions. They've done it all here in Impact Wrestling, and now they are back on the same page again.
Well, there's an old saying, that which was old is new once again. We've seen it earlier tonight with the reformation of Matt Cardona and Brian Myers. These two gentlemen also coming back as a tag team months ago and have had a lot of success since doing so.
Once again, thank you to everyone joining us here live on the Nation Network. CSWA Wrestling in the house. Quick suplex and goes over for the cover.
Bobby Roode may have landed a little bit awkwardly on that one. It seems to have taken a lot of steam out of him very early on in the match.
Well, as everyone has said in the past at one time or another, this is not ballet. These athletes put their bodies on the line each and every time they step inside the squared circle. And what might look as a routine moment or routine match. Oh, wait a minute. Double team coming up here. Oh, hold the phone just a moment. He just struck Moose.
Well, there is a breakdown taking place here in the ring, and look at this.
You've got to be kidding me. Beer Money taking advantage. And now Bobby Roode throwing Hennig back into the ring. Moose still out on the floor.
Well, we asked the question, would they be able to come together as a tag team? And the answer right now appears to be no.
Well, the million-dollar question right here. Look at that. Moose was trying to pull the top rope down. They just can't get on the same page right now. Belly to belly. Nicely done right there. Now goes over for the cover, hooking the leg, but Roode able to kick out on one.
The Cowboy trying to get the tag in. You have to wonder now, after all of that chicanery, for the lack of a better word, can the team of Moose and Hennig possibly get on the same page?
I don't know. These guys have a couple of egos. There's the DDT. Floats over. Hooks the leg. Will Moose even attempt to make the save? He doesn't. And he kicked out somehow.
Well, you're getting a good look at why he is the Ring of Honor television champion. Not too many people would ever kick out of that DDT, a high-impact maneuver if ever there were one.
The DDT in any way, shape, or form is a devastating finisher. The way Bobby Roode does it puts an extra. Speaking of which, Hennig says anything you can do, I can do better, and finally gets tagged out of the match. The Impact World Champion now in the ring for the first time tonight. We get a look at Moose. Still haven't seen the Cowboy yet.
Bobby Roode definitely needs to make the tag. He's been in there from the opening bell.
And Moose putting the big boots to him. Went for the boot, nobody there this time. Bobby Roode back up on his feet. Snapmare takes him over. Big right hand finds its mark. Winding up the arm. Oh, what a shot!
He got his full attention with that forearm.
Moose went for the slam, couldn't hold him up. And now, look at Bobby Roode trying a waist lock. That didn't do him any good. The Impact World Champion now has him head first into the turnbuckle, and he's in the wrong part of town. Still has not made a tag yet. And it is Hennig with a series of shots now from the middle turnbuckle. Sunset flip, shoulders are down. Bobby Roode is in trouble. There's one, there's two, and Beer Money almost on the short end of the stick. Makes the tag. Bobby Roode catches them with a one-man flapjack.
Well, did they make the tag or didn't they?
It looked like he did, but the referee saying no. Bobby Roode with the DDT, floats over and hooks the leg. Moose comes in and makes the save. Backstabber. This one is off the chart.
And Bobby Roode still in there from the opening bell.
We were expecting fireworks, but I don't know that anybody could have expected what we've seen here tonight. Back heel trip, and down goes Bobby Roode. The Glorious One is in a world of trouble right now. Goes for the cover. He's down, and Bobby Roode just barely got out.
Well, there was a very fundamental mistake made by Joe Hennig, and he claims to be better than perfect, and he should have definitely gone for the cover with the leg on that one.
Reverse neck breaker, driving him head first into the mat. This time he does cradle the leg tightly. James Storm able to make the save. Bobby Roode busted wide open. And now the Cowboy 2-on-1. Moose still in the ring, stepping outside and hammering away on that open wound. Bobby Roode has got to make the tag out. He can't remain in there any longer.
Very surprising to see Beer Money functioning the way they are here tonight. Normally very strong as tag team wrestling goes, but thus far tonight have had a lot of trouble cutting the ring in half.
He tried to make the tag there, and Moose headed him off and said, I don't think so. Roode reaching up, and again makes the tag. This time the referees didn't allow it.
Still not sure why he didn't allow it the first time, but finally James Storm for the first time tonight in the match.
He is the freshest man in the contest, no doubt about it. James Storm with some big elbows. He's a guy who can match size and strength a lot more closely with Moose. Although Moose has got him up across the shoulders. Whoa, what a slam. That tornado spine buster doing its job. Hard right hand. And now the Cowboy fighting back with some stiff shots of his own. Irish whip reversed. Once again, we welcome everyone joining us here live on the Nation Network. Shout out to Christopher Hovis joining us here tonight for Impact Wrestling. It's out on the floor now. Hennig with the suplex, and the Cowboy feeling all of that. Oh, head first into the steel.
These two teams right now are absolutely throwing caution to the wind.
He has got to be concussed. Things weren't looking good for Hennig and Moose early on, but boy, oh boy, has the tide turned in this one. Big elbow finds its mark, and now what is he going to do? James Storm bringing the champion towards his corner. That's the first time they've cut the ring in half all night.
They've got to find a way to turn the momentum around in a big way, because right now it is all solidly behind the world champion and the television champion from Ring of Honor.
Goes to work some more. Moot to the midsection. Has him up in the air. The big man is up. Can he do it? He does. Rake in the eyes.
And it appears there is some blood coming out of the wound now on the head of the world champion.
The roundup connects, and you're right, there is blood on the head. And a save made by Hennig. Otherwise, this one might have been over. You see, talking about blood streaming down the face of Bobby Roode. The Cowboy James Storm signaling, perhaps ready to put this one away. Let's find out. Moose is in a lot of trouble right now. Look at the blood. Oh, what a move right there. Goes for the cover. It'll be over.
Well, the hesitation is what's costing him right now, because Joe Hennig has managed to get back on the apron, which gives Moose the chance of a lifeline.
Tried to make it to his corner, but the Cowboy wouldn't allow the tag. Oh, what a reversal. And now Moose putting the hurt on him, wrenching the chin, the neck. The chants begin. Moose. Moose. Big, heavy clothesline. And another one puts the Cowboy down. The choke slam sit out.
Well, he's put a lot of people away with that maneuver. Normally goes right into the pinfall. This time turns it over, hooks the leg. Bobby Roode is there. Will he be able to make the save?
He does just barely. Continues to work the traps and wear down the Cowboy. One thing about Beer Money in this match, both men have failed to make frequent tags. They've both been in way too long. There's the spear, and I think this one might be over.
Unless Bobby Roode can make another big save, this one will be over.
He kicked out somehow.
Joe Hennig made it all the way around just in time to intercept, but it didn't matter. The Cowboy on his own managed somehow to kick out.
Rolls him back over, doesn't hook the leg this time. Will it matter? Out the back door. The leg is the difference in this match right now.
I have to agree with you. If he'd have hooked the leg right there, this match would be over. Bobby Roode on the floor, absolutely unable to help it anyway.
And now the Cowboy follows up with it. He's got those shoulders are down. He had the ropes.
Referee didn't see it.
Moose had his hand on the bottom rope. Referee did not see it. He was watching the shoulders. There were problems at the beginning of the match, but then these two guys turned it around, and then at the end it happened again.
Well, Moose is saying right now to Hennig, where were you?
There are bad feelings, ladies and gentlemen, here tonight between these two men. What a night for Impact Wrestling. We still got a main event to go, ladies and gentlemen.
The darkness, you know who go the hardest. I roll out the red carpet, the 90s song and it belongs to us. The time has come, now raise them up. When we hit the streets, it's a main event like we landed on the moon. Nothing been the same since. Now let the limelight shine bright. We're in our prime at the time of our life. We on the night, hear us screaming louder. Can you see the fire in our eyes? Come on, we on the night, walk among the giants in a den of lions. It's our time.
All right, wrestling fans, this is the main event. We've been talking about it all night long. The War of Words comes to fruition. One half of the World Tag Team Champions.
Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Carl Anderson, by way of Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 292 pounds, one half of the Impact Wrestling Gallows.
Well, Doc Gallows, Carl Anderson, they were the Good Brothers, but have now considered themselves to be founding members of the Bullet Club.
Always looking to recruit. They are indeed the longtime tag team champions here in Impact Wrestling. We talk about a war of words. Well, that is exactly what has been taking place here. EC3 found himself eye to eye with Doc Gallows. Doesn't have a tag team partner, but he said, I'll take you one-on-one.
Well, do you ever really go one-on-one when you go up against, whether you call them the Good Brothers or you call them something else?
Well, the fact that Carl Anderson is at ringside probably doesn't bode well.
And his opponent, from Palm Springs, Florida,
EC3 making his way down towards the ring. This is going to be one hell of a match, ladies and gentlemen. Again, welcome everyone joining us here live on the Nation Network. Shout out to John Wesley Thomas here in the house. Keith O'Toole joining us as well. For those of you that are in attendance, please take a moment to click that like button down below. Let us know that you were here. EC3 pacing outside the ring, surveying the situation. He might be one-on-one inside the ring, but he's going to have to realize that Carl Anderson is a threat at all times. Fans, we want to invite you to stick around at the end of the stream for a very special post-show open chat forum right here.
Well, EC3 has been a long-time player in Impact Wrestling. He took some time away, but when he came back, he was even better than before, and before he was a World Heavyweight Champion.
Bell sounds out of the way. Look at this, Gallows coming charging across the ring, and he ends up paying the price. EC3 goes for over the back. Body dropped all the way to the floor. Gallows now boot to the midsection. Series of rights and lefts. These two men both powerhouses in their own right. They are built differently, but I wouldn't want to run into either one of these guys in a dark alley.
No, they are both very powerful, very strong, and willing to do absolutely anything.
Irish whips him into the apron. Into the guardrail he goes. You talk about being beaten from pillar to post. Oh, he caught the leg. Referee's count is climbing. Will he beat the count back in? From the top rope he goes. He got caught. And now from the top, cross body block, hooks the leg, looking for an upset.
Well, he wasn't even going to get the one count, but what a way to return the favor.
Went for the clothesline and missed. Pays for it with a DDT.
Checking himself for war wounds there. No blood coming through yet, and he's very fortunate.
Irish whip turns around, catches him in a fireman's carry. Nice use of the momentum. Cross knee backbreaker, and the big man is down. And look at this, getting right in the ear of Doc Gallows. The Irish whip sends it back out front, drops down, comes up. Caught him in a flapjack. Gallows clothesline. Oh my God, did you see how his head hit the apron?
He's in a lot of trouble, no doubt about it. He took a terrible spill.
And look at Gallows on the top rope, and nobody home. Series of right hands now. EC3 wasting no time. Head first into the steel. And again.
He's got Gallows in a whole world of trouble, and he knows it.
6, 7.
He wants Gallows on his feet. Be careful what you wish for. Ties up. Oh, the back heel trip.
9.
Referee's count continues to climb. These two men battling it out here on the floor. The bell sounds. Nothing has been proven here between these two men. Ladies and gentlemen, stick around.
Impact in 3, 2, 1.
Hello there, everybody. Thank you for joining me with that one. The only thing I was loving every bit of that stream until the end. I was really trying to beat that count back in. Had a different plan for the ending, but that's okay. It'll all still work out at the end of the day. And that's part of why I like doing them live, because sometimes I got to change on the fly. You guys have been so boisterous, though, tonight. I had to take a little extra time at the end to say thank you and hello again. And let me catch up with some of the comments real quick. But I think I said hi to everybody that joined in one way or another here tonight. So let me just see what some of the commentary has been about. We picked Matt to win. I was kind of pulling for him as well, but I really did want to sim the match. It was a great match. Matt didn't pull it out, though, but that's okay. That's just, you know, they got some growing pains. They'll get through it. PFW, glad to have you here too, buddy. So, Aesthetic, you figured it out, but yeah, this is not 2K22 because 2K22 could never be this good. You can't sim a good match. You can't really play a good match in 2K22, but it looks good. That's the only thing it has going for it. The only thing. And I need to do some 2K19 just so I can have cards like this. I mean, from start to finish, this was a good card. The only thing I didn't like was the ending of this last match. But other than that, I was loving every bit of this card. Blaze, I'm so happy you could be here, buddy. I know you got a crazy schedule, so anytime you can spend some time, I like it. What else we got going here? I do not have Shark Boy. Citron, I don't have him, so he ain't wrestled in a minute, has he? I haven't seen him in Impact in forever, so I'm trying to keep most of it as accurate as possible. Yeah, Aesthetic 2K19 matches really do sim very well. They generally sim very well. Which is why I'm so disappointed. It's like 3 years later and it's worse? How can you not be as good as you were? Whatever. Why do I ask silly questions, right? Aesthetic wants to see if it was a fluke. Now, like I said, generally speaking, 2K19 does a good job. The beer money match, oh my God, that was a thing of beauty. The breakdown at the beginning of the match, they turn it around. Looks like for sure they're going to win the match. And then a screw job by the referee in sorts. And then they turn on each other. Oh, my God, that should have been the main event. That's the match that stole the night, though. No two ways about it. That is a history-making moment. I'll probably end up doing a separate video just of that match. It was that good. Match of the year candidate. All the drama you'd ever want. Told the whole story. Shark Boy and Curryman. I never cared for the Curryman gimmick. I just thought it was kind of silly. Thank you, Blazed. Rocking the mic. Starting to lose the voice there towards the end. By the way, you guys figured out who the commentators are on this one? I mean, the main play-by-play is kind of generic. But the color man is supposed to be somebody you might recognize. Not as a color man, though. I've not heard him, and I don't know why. He should be doing color. He'd be great at it. Yeah, exactly, Enigma. It is much better in 19. All right, let's be friendly here in the nation. It's okay to ask questions. We're all cool, man. My goodness, there was some drama happening today. Oh, everybody's cool, man. Let's just all get along. We all need to have a beer. That's what we need.
Oh, hell yeah.
My goodness, there was a lot of chat going on here. I'm glad I stopped to take a look back at this. I do not have New Japan. I don't know the product well enough. It would be silly. I've tried a little bit of Japan once in a while, but it's just not something I can do any justice to. But I've definitely done it in the past. I mean, I don't even remember how many. Probably 19 at one point in time or another. But if not 18 or 17, it's back there, and you can find it in a playlist somewhere. I see people posting comments on videos I did like in 2K18. I was like, wow, I got to go back and watch that now. And it's like the first time. I don't even remember the storylines half of the time. So for me, it's like watching it for the first time. It's kind of cool. Oh, my goodness, it was getting heated up in this comment section. Yeah, the EY match was a solid one. And again, this game has a tendency of playing really well. It does. And what happened to my... Oh, was that on a... Hold on a minute. What happened? What are we looking at a black screen for? I thought I put something up there for you guys to visually.
Impact in 3, 2,
What's going on here?
1.
Oh, there it goes. Oh, I didn't have anything on me. That was my bad.
3, 2, 1.
All right, let's take care of the black screen for a little bit. Let's see. ICMTG, the mainstream is over, yes. The matches are all done, the card is over, but we've been having an entertaining time here in the chat room, so I wanted to join in a little bit and talk about it, because it was a good card, so I encourage you to watch it from the beginning. There was some really good stuff tonight, and most of it was him. I'm really pissed off about the ending, though, because there was supposed to be something else that happened, and now I'm going to have to push it off to the next episode, but that's okay. We've laid the groundwork tonight. Probably better off this way. I've learned that when things don't go quite right, it's usually for a reason, and it works out better than what the original plan was. So I'm going with that one right now. Yeah, the reason it's never going to be as good, Blaze, is real simple. We can do everything we want with the sliders, and it does improve it in sorts. But the fact of the matter is, and I wish I could remember who it is that keeps on calling this out, every move starts with a collar and elbow, other than running strikes and punches. But every single move, like in this game, you can hit the X button and put you into a suplex attempt or a pile driver attempt or whatever. In 2K22, first it's collar and elbow, then it's a suplex, then it's a pile driver, then everything starts with a collar and elbow. And it just never feels right. But even the way the game itself just played out, again, when you look at all those cutscenes that work perfectly together, I mean, that was a beautiful story. You can build a feud on that story, and it wasn't part of my plan, but I am now. Again, sometimes things happen in this game that just make it easy. Yeah, it's pretty damn tough. Yeah, Rampage was early. Oh, because of hockey. Didn't even think about that. So I was recording it. I always like to watch it back later so I can fast forward through commercials and bad matches. So don't spoil nothing, but I'm looking forward to watching. They had a really solid card lineup, too, so it's going to be cool.
Impact in 3, 2,
Yeah, the springboards is all looking out of control as well with 2K22, and it seems like it's tapered back a little bit, but they tend to do the power bomb out of the ring onto the floor. First off, I've never seen anybody power bomb somebody from the ring straight onto the concrete floor. I've not. There's always a table or something to break their fall, or other people there to catch them. You don't just power bomb a motherfucker over the top rope onto a concrete floor and have them live. I don't care how well you take a fall. And they do it like 5 times in a match, so yeah. Somebody on Twitter earlier posted, and this was, I forget who it was an actual wrestler, had posted that, and this was more towards other people in the business. Don't Irish whip somebody to do a drop down or a leapfrog. That's a defensive move. You Irish whip somebody to go for a clothesline and then let them duck out the clothesline. Then you can do the drop down or the leapfrog. So I responded, do me a favor and tell the devs at 2K about that. What is the workaround to avoiding the collar and elbow and still being able to execute those moves? I would love to hear this. All right, big surprise. I'll be watching it in a little while. And I don't mind knowing that there's a big surprise. I just don't want to know what it is yet. But thank you. I'm looking forward to it. Meantime, Aesthetic, let me know what this workaround is, because you got my full attention here. Because it's one of the things about the game that drives me absolutely insane. No, they're not going to fix those mechanics at all. We'll be lucky if they fix anything else, because they've been awfully quiet. We haven't seen a patch, and there's still a whole lot of stuff not working right with the game. The only thing they've shown any interest in is the online aspect of the game. And that's because that's where they make extra money. They have the microtransactions. They can make a few bucks. They don't give a rat's ass if we can play Universe Mode. You paid $120 for the game. Screw you. Like the eye rakes, the headlocks, and all that good stuff. Strictly to grapple moves. Okay, but then I guess my point is this. That makes sense, and I kind of like that as a feel to the match better. But my question then is, how do you do the suplexes, and how do you do the pile drivers? How do you do those things without grappling first? Other moves go into my combos. So can you put a pile driver into a combo? Can you put a suplex or a brain buster? I'm curious, because now it's something I might want to at least look into. But geez Louise, I mean, imagine having to go through all those wrestlers and redo their movesets like he's explaining just to play a decent match. That's a lot of work. I might mess around with just one, just to see how it feels and how it looks. Maybe 2, so I can put them head to head and try that out. Every single move is possible. All right, well, you know what? I think I might try it. I might take 2 guys and do that with them, and then have them battle it out and just see if it feels any better, or from a sim standpoint, if it looks like a match. But yeah, it sounds tedious. I know I won't spend that time doing, I've got 98 calls right now, and then whatever the regular roster has, I ain't gonna sit there and do that for all of them. But I'd be willing to experiment on 2 just to see how it looks, and then we can post it up there for 2K to say, hey, by the way, we're trying to fix your broken-ass game. I don't have any music on, buddy. And my levels are way up. I'm watching the needle. It's pinging. Anybody else having trouble hearing me? Be a bad time to find out at the end of the stream.
Let's get started, illuminate the darkness. You know who go the hardest. I roll out the red carpet. The 90s song and it belongs to us.
John, might be something on your end, buddy. I got my phone over here, so once in a while I pop on to make sure, because I've had audio issues way in the past. Had one stream that was really bad. Nobody said nothing about it. Oh, is that on? Oh, my bad. Hold on. I know what the problem is.
Are you ready? Here we go. Let's get started, illuminate the darkness. You know who go the hardest. I roll out.
All right, I apologize. I didn't realize there was music playing on that one because it wasn't set through my monitor. That's something I just did the other day, finally. I generally don't have, like when you guys are hearing the commercials and stuff, I'm hearing just dead air so that I can kind of keep my head focused on what the heck did I do? Oh, that was bad. Sorry. I'm generally just keeping my head clear. But I found it's a lot easier to cue things up when I'm hearing what you're hearing. It also lets me know when I'm coming back from a break and things like that. All right, hopefully that's better. Sorry about that. I didn't realize that one, like I said, I didn't set the audio to monitor where I can hear it. But I'll do that after the stream. Got all the other ones. I missed that one. Okay, well, hopefully that fixes that. Thank you for the heads up. Still looking forward to Fight Forever to see how good that game is going to end up being. I'll be curious to know what the release date ends up being. I don't see it happening this calendar year. And I don't really want it to because I don't think they can get it done in time. Not to have a good game anyway. I think the best thing for them is get it right. You don't want to come out the gate in your first game and have it be a piece of crap like 2K. There we go. Love hugs and handshakes.
And a cold beer. Oh, hell yeah.
And there was peace. And the peace was good. Yeah, I was looking at Statlander and what's her name? The dude that thinks he's a girl. Anyway, you can tell it's not done yet, but that's okay. Nyla Rose, there you go. Couldn't think of the name, but now it came back to me. And I've said some people get touchy nowadays about these things. The same way we got this, dude that went up against the girls in the college swimming and took a championship title away from a girl who's trained her whole life. I look at it the same way. Yeah, it's pro wrestling, but there's a big difference between what Nyla Rose is doing versus what Santina Marella did. Santina was a gimmick. We all knew it was Santino. He wasn't really competing as a female wrestler. It was a shtick. That's all he ever did was shtick, okay? And he did it better than just about anybody. In this case, there is a legitimate female wrestler somewhere who's busted her ass and is not getting an AEW contract, not getting an AEW payday, not on the roster, not in the video game, because there's a guy that took that role. I just have a problem with that. That's all there is to it. I don't got a problem with Sonny Kiss. He's got his thing going, but he's in the men's category. See, a lot of people are saying it looked rough. I don't think it looked that bad. You got to remember, guys, they're not done with it. I thought it had a lot of the flavor of Here Comes the Pain, and that is not a bad thing. Oh, that's right. I totally forgot. His daughter is in the program. And I just recently saw something about Ariana Grace and didn't put the two and two together. Now, gonna have to take a look. Does she have one eyebrow? How does that work? I thought that was the dumbest thing he did, man. That unibrow was terrible. Yeah, it's not even, I mean, it's not fair. And it's not fair across the board. You know, Martina Navratilova came out way back when it wasn't easy to come out. And she said, at the time, we can never allow men to compete in women's tennis. She gets it. She understands. You can be gay. You can, like the same sex. You can want to be the other sex. All that stuff, that's your personal life, your personal choices. I don't have to agree, disagree. None of my business. Do you. But when you are born a guy, physically you have advantages over women. That's always going to be the case. And while this is not a real competition sport, it is a real competition to get a contract. And let's be honest right now, if Nyla Rose competed in the men's division, would she be on AEW's roster? Is she on par with Sonny Kiss? No. I can't even believe I'm saying she. Not on par. Doesn't do very well in the women's division. Yeah, again, aesthetic, it's not done yet, though. I mean, we can't be possibly rating the game based on a little commercial spot. And they really put that out because they had their backs to the wall. A lot of people were, hey, we haven't seen anything. You guys were going to show us stuff. And they put something out. I have no problem with what I saw. Knowing that it still has a ways to go to get done, and these are certain highlight clips, I have all the confidence in the world. And that's why I say, don't even try getting it out this calendar year because you're not going to get it done right. And that's why I think Kenny Omega is having all these problems right now with Ukes. Because he knows as a gamer and as a wrestling gamer, a guy who played the old games that we all love, he knows that the fans aren't going to be happy with what we have right now. Good news is, yes, they're over budget, but the good news is Tony Khan's got a lot of budget left. And I think they're just going to all get on the same page and say, we're doing it right or we're not doing it all. Exactly, Blazed. I feel the same way. It's like people are just jumping the gun a little too soon. Let it happen. Give it time. It ain't done cooking yet. I'm reminded of an old movie with Michael J. Fox called Doc Hollywood, if those of you that seen it. He's got this limited edition, I think it was a Porsche or something like that, and he gets in the middle of like some back hills Mayberry type town, and his car breaks down and brings it over there to Cooter's garage. Oh, damn, I always want to work on one of them. Leaves it with him to get fixed, comes back in later on, it's in pieces, and he's like, ah! And the guy looks at him, mechanic looks at him and says, now, Doc, imagine I was to walk into one of your surgeries and see the man's insides all opened up and everything. Now, how would I? You get the idea. It ain't done yet. Don't freak out till you see the final product. And by the way, the car ended up running better than ever. Nyla Rose and Nia Jax. You know, the only reason that's a match I wouldn't mind seeing is I don't care what happens to either one of them. They're both a mess and did nothing for the industry or the women's divisions that they were in. ESBC Boxing. I'm not even familiar with that, but they need a good boxing game. They haven't had one in forever. And, yeah, I think that they are going to delay it until it's ready. I just don't think Kenny Omega is going to allow Tony Khan. And I don't think Tony Khan wants to. I mean, Tony's been one thing, cool with the fans. He's done everything he can really do. You're always going to drop the ball sooner or later, but he picks it back up and he continues to run. And I just don't think he's going to put his name. I think he wants to set a standard. He doesn't want to always be in the shadow of. And he's done that. He has set standards. I mean, damn. When was the last time WWE sold out a real arena in less than an hour? They haven't done that with a SummerSlam. They haven't done that with a Royal Rumble. Not saying they haven't sold them out, but they didn't do it in an hour. And those are their marquees. Yep, Blaze, I'm right there with you. I feel confident that whenever it drops, it'll be a good game. Not perfect. Not saying there won't be hiccups. It'll be a good game, and once the issues come out, I think they're going to be on them quickly. I think there's going to be a lot of open communication. We're not getting that with 2K. I think they are going to be the flag bearers, and they are going to set the standard by others that others will then be judged by. ESBC. Well, I'll tell you what. I will look that up later on. Do they have, I'm assuming they have some name fighters in there, like maybe a Tyson or Roy Jones, Larry Holmes, Ali. Do they have name boxers, or is it all kind of like a fantasy fed kind of thing? Yeah, Aubrey's a nerd, man. She's going to be good at that shit. Blaze, you're 100% right. I think any company, because we still have Virtual Basement there to keep in mind as well. So we've got a couple of titles to look forward to. And you're right, 2K has just made us more and more want anything else. D-Train, that's what I was saying. It wasn't like they had 2 years. They had 2 years and 4 months. I am not going to sit here and pretend it is easy to build a video game. And they did revamp a lot of this, the mechanics of this game, okay? It's a new engine, all that. I understand enough to know that that's a huge undertaking, but you gave yourself 2 years, and you did have a foundation to build on. It wasn't like you were starting with zero. There was a lot of IP that already existed that you had access to. You had renders, you had textures, models, things that you could import and then put your engine at the same time. And you had COVID. A lot of downtime to get some work done. You can work from home when it comes to computer shit. See, I wouldn't even know the names of today because, honestly, for me, if you don't have a heavyweight division, you don't have boxing. And when Lennox Lewis gave it up, that was it. That was the end of the era. They haven't had, I mean, what was it, Tyson Fury? I'm not saying he hasn't had a couple of good fights. He has. But he's not Mike Tyson. He's not Larry Holmes. He's not Muhammad Ali. He's not George Foreman. He's not Tommy Morrison. I mean, you look at the names, Ray Mercer, all the names that were legit draws, that were legit. And then the Klitschko's came around and just pissed on the entire division. Talk about putting out the fire. Wow. But I'll give the Klitschko's some credit now because of what they're doing in Ukraine. Not for what they did in boxing, but as human beings, I give them a lot of credit. And they have my undying respect. Look, 2K22 is not a terrible game, but it is not a good game. And nowhere near as good as it should have been for the amount of time they had to put it together. Now, when it comes to new animations, I had one in the last stream that shocked me because I hadn't seen it ever before. There was a double team getting ready to take place, and I don't remember who it was, but it broke out of the double team and did the double noggin knocker. This is one of the things I've been calling for. It's like when they try to double team you, which they don't do that enough, by the way, unless you're in the corner, but I would like to see it more of like just kind of being in the ring and then the other guy comes in and you double team. But I'm going to wait for the day where you Irish whip the guy to the ropes with the two guys getting ready for the double clothesline and he either rolls through it or breaks through it, hits the ropes, comes back with a double clothesline of his own. the old Road Warrior trademark. And that kind of thing is missing from the game, always has been. So seeing the double noggin knocker was a throwback to the Samoans for me. Want to play Legends of Wrestling? Oof. I don't know if I can get behind that one so much. Yeah, there's very little improvement other than the graphics. The graphics is what they're hanging their hat on. It looks great. Everybody had the big wow factor. But then it's like, you get in a new car and shiny candy apple red with a rag top. Looks sweet. It's got chrome rims, shiny tires, and then the transmission falls out as soon as you leave the dealership. Does it matter how it looks anymore? Yeah, now I'm kind of tempted to want to go in there and try some more double teams and reverse Adam and see if there's other animations besides that one. But again, it happens so infrequently in the game that you'll never have an opportunity to really implement it. Yeah, I did almost know My Rise. It's not my thing. I just don't care about it. I'm all about universe mode. I would be doing create a story mode if they had one. That's all I'm interested in. And, of course, the creation suite. Even though I'm not doing a lot of creating this year, that's still one of my favorite things. All right. Well, great discussion. I appreciate you guys being with me here today. I'm going to go catch me some AEW and see what I missed. I hear there was a surprise. I like surprises. So I'm going to go check it out and see what I missed. You guys be safe. I will catch you on the next side. Take it easy. Good night.